we're on. Thank you for joining us on Teenie's Tarot Corner. I'm your host, Teenie. I will be taking your calls today and performing some Garfield tarot readings as well as castings. And if you would like to see me in person, I will be at the Poconos Palace this upcoming Thursday. Let's go ahead and get started though. Last week I got to do a couple of readings at the Circus Casino. And it went pretty well. It was rather warm, but it was a dry heat. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck briefly here. Well, we had a lot of great callers last week on the show, and I hope more folks will call in today. But before we get started, just need to set some intentions. And I have forgotten my Italian seasoning again this week, but next week I will surely remember it. Okay. I call upon the wisdom of Garfield and friends and the eternal power of lasagna to bring about clarity and insights and a disdain for Mondays. We will now open up the phone lines.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, I have a question. My husband and our young adult daughter have been butting heads a lot lately. She's home for the summer. And right now they're not really speaking that much, but I'm wondering if I should try and push them together to, make up before she leaves for college, or if I should just let sleeping dogs lie. And also, whose side should I take? I wish I could give more details, but I don't even remember because it's so stupid, the original thing that started it. So yeah, help me out, please.
Yes, well, that's a challenging situation. Go ahead and take a look at the TV set here. I think this is probably best suited for a 3-card draw, and really just trying to find guidance on how to bring harmony to this family. Okay. I see. Okay. Well, the first thing that I'm noticing here is the basket hound Odie in the middle. So this is really showing me that this current situation is causing you a lot of distress. And I think that with the morning cat over here, it's facing you and coming at you. Had it been in the reverse orientation, I would say, oh, maybe you're right, let sleeping dogs lie. But because this is causing you so much distress, it would probably be best to intervene and bring everyone together to let them know that it is affecting you and driving you bonkers. Now, with the morning cat showing some confrontation and aggravation, this is where Magic Cat's going to come in. And this is where you have a Magic Cat in reverse with its magic and spells. Now, I bet as the mother in this situation, you already do a lot of magic for the family. Planning things, special surprises, delicious treats from time to time. And this isn't on you, it's in the reverse orientation. So I suggest you let your family know that the actions and the butting heads, if you will, is causing you a lot of distress, and you would like the two of them to come together to bring some magic for you for once. Perhaps by joining forces to show you that appreciation, they will in turn find a meeting of the minds, or at least retracting their claws, if you will, just for a bit in order to come together to make you happy and not the basket hound. So I suggest having them give that a try. And then if that doesn't work, tell them to cool their jets. That's what I would do. And then there's always the other option of just making everyone come together for a game night and playing Scattergories, because that's fun. And you could take out the frustrations within the game and not have it be something more personal. Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling in. For our next caller.
Meow. Meow.
Okay, caller, you're on the air.
This is my first time calling in. I've been working really hard on my final exam studies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'd really like to ask about the outcome of that.
Okay.
And also, should I get bangs?
Oh.
Thanks in advance.
All right, well, let's take a look. The old should you get bangs. I think looking for a final outcome, I think we'll do a quick drawing for that. And Odie made cool cat, bad cat. Okay. Again, these are very two strong Garfield cards to pull, and then the Odie made. Now, we've got a reverse Odie made here. This is telling me right away the exams. I'm seeing that they were successful. I don't know if it's a slam dunk or straight A's, but had it been in the other orientation, I'd say, oh, maybe it's you would be looking for an opportunity for a retake, if you know what I mean. Now, over here, we also have the reverse bad cat. So reverse Odie made and bad cat, I'm seeing good fortune. So that's good fortune coming your way, right? So that's good news for the testing. However, cool cat's coming right at you. And I think that's where your answer comes for the bangs. Now I love bangs. I think they add a lot to any face shape and a lot of interest to the forehead and eyebrow area. However, they can sometimes require certain maintenance. So there's bang trims, right? You gotta keep them cut. Sometimes you have to style them, and the styling can be something that takes up a bit of time. So I would say if it was just about the bangs and the bad cat and cool cat were facing you, maybe definitely go for it. But considering that the cool cat is coming at you, I think it doesn't have to be the bangs if you're considering getting them to look cool. Again, the cool cat comes from the attitude, comes from the styling. And from what I understand, you can sometimes put fake bangs on if you want. Or like take the front of your hair and fold it in half and then pretend that's bangs. It's not the same thing. But again, cool cat. Cool cat is cool partially because it comes from the inside. Bad cat is bad because there's a lot of attitude. So I think if you're considering getting bangs, just know that there is some upkeep, some styling, some work that goes into it, because cool cat's just not naturally cool. Cool cat's got style. It's got sophistication. So it's not a yes or a no on the bangs. It's just consider the work and follow-up that will have to go into the bangs should you decide to have them cut. Okay. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's get some more callers going here.
Meow. Meow.
Caller, you're on the air.
I'm thinking about reaching out to an old friend of mine, but I'm worried that we might develop feelings for each other that made it very difficult to remain strictly platonic when we were friends last time.
Oh.
So my question is this a good idea or not? Thank you.
Interesting question. Oh, is this a good idea or not? You know, I think this might be a job for the Garfigurines here. So it sounds like you and this friend already have a history, more than friends. But should you reach out and you want to remain in a platonic friendship, well, okay. Wow. Right off the bat, I'm seeing the leap of faith. So, the leap of faith in this situation is the only figuring that is upright. It sounds to me like you've already made the decision about wanting to reach out. It's really more of a decision about how to remain platonic in this friendship once you do reconnect, right? So that's where you have your outdoorsman and safety. Garfield of protection is down, outdoorsman is down. And so I think what this is telling me is that it sounds like you want to reach out and you're going to. You've already made up your mind. But perhaps you need to set some guardrails, have some rules, some protocols in place to ensure that you remain platonic friends. So, with the outdoorsman all the way over here, maybe that's saying, oh, well, let's just meet and get together at, a public place, a concert, a daytime occasion would be a good idea. And perhaps this Garfield is saying no to libations, so that might be a good idea as well. So you're remaining in control of the situation and you have a clear head. So I think in this case, if you're going to reach out, you just need to be truthful and honest with yourself. Can you remain in a platonic friendship? And perhaps, with the outdoorsman over here too, perhaps this person that you're going to reach out to may already be in a relationship or have some of their own safety and regulations in place so that you can remain in a platonic friendship with them. So you made your mind up. It's just about you playing it safe, okay? And ensuring you put yourself in situations where things won't be too romantic. Don't go out to an Italian restaurant, okay? Nothing with candlelights, no candlelight suppers, dinners. nothing where someone's going to come over with the violin and serenade you. None of that. Okay. Something a little more lively in a, oh gosh, perhaps a Pizza Hut. That's not an Italian, I guess that's an Italian restaurant too. A Chuck E. Cheese. There you go. All right.
Meow.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, long-time viewer, first-time caller. I have a bunch of duck eggs that I got recently, and I'm not sure what to bake with them. I'm thinking some kind of dessert, but I'm not really sure, and I figure Garfield might have some insight for me on the matter, so thank you.
Okay. Okay. This. Okay, in terms of cooking recipes, obviously with duck eggs, you could use them as part of the ricotta mixture for lasagna. Now, that's going to be a Garfield constant as a lasagna dish. However, let's do just a 1-card draw and see what that inspiration might be. Knitting kitty. Okay, well, this is going to be another noodle dish. Now with the duck egg, I believe you could do a pasta, so not a lasagna, but something where, have you ever made your own pasta noodles before? So you can use the egg, the duck egg, as part of that flour mixture. So you're going to need the semolina flour, you're going to need the salt, a good salt, and a good table space that's going to need to be clean and free of any cat hair. Okay, that's important. And in this space, you're going to be rolling out the noodles, right? And using them in a delicious, maybe a spaghetti noodle, maybe a different kind, maybe like a linguine. But then I would use a tomato-based sauce with that. So that's what I'm getting from the Garfield reading here. It's a pretty normal dish, okay, to do a pasta, but I think your duck eggs will add just a subtle intensity to the noodles that you wouldn't get otherwise with a chicken egg. Okay.